British regulators have blocked Microsoft's $69 billion purchase of video game maker Activision Blizzard. The move hit the brakes on what would have been the biggest tech deal in history over worries that it would stifle competition for popular titles like Call of Duty in the fast-growing cloud gaming market. Manisa Danabalan joins us with more on why this deal was halted. Hey, Manisa.
Hey, Kelly. The UK Competition and Markets Authority said in its final report that the only effective remedy to the substantial loss of competition is to prohibit the merger. But it might not be over yet because both companies have vowed to appeal.
The UK Competition and Markets Authority was the first of three regulatory bodies who needed to give the green light for Microsoft to buy US video game publisher Activision Blizzard, which makes popular games like Call of Duty,
Watch the containers!
World of Warcraft,
Keep firing!
and Candy Crush.
Delicious.
But British regulators hit the brakes as soon as the deal could take off. Their concerns were centered around how the deal would affect cloud gaming, which streams to tablets, phones, and other devices and frees players from buying expensive gaming computers and consoles.
It always comes down to how many players do you have in a market, and if Microsoft, and they have been buying studios up for years, but this is their biggest acquisition, if they're the only game in town, they can essentially determine what we do online. It's no longer an open internet for gamers, what you can play, where you can play it, on what technology, that it will reduce the level of competition, drive up prices for gamers around the world.
The all-cash deal announced 15 months ago faced stiff opposition from rival Sony, which makes the PlayStation gaming system, and was also being scrutinized by regulators in the US and Europe over fears that it would give Microsoft and its Xbox console control of hit franchises. In a tweet, the body said, "We found that Microsoft's proposals to address these concerns did not restore competition and would have introduced ineffective regulatory obligations. Cloud gaming needs a free, competitive market to drive innovation and choice. That is best achieved by allowing the current competitive dynamics in cloud gaming to continue doing their job." But the battle isn't over yet. Microsoft and Activision said they will appeal to the UK's Competition Appeal Tribunal.
As time goes on, a greater percentage of Microsoft's revenue comes from the gaming industry. And it's an absolute marquee division of the company, and Microsoft doesn't want to lose that. Microsoft recognizes that you grow through acquisition, and if you stand still, you will get swallowed.
A day earlier, the UK government unveiled draft legislation that would give regulators more power to protect consumers from online scams, fake reviews, and boost digital competition. Many expected this deal to go through, and experts say the fact that it didn't shows that regulators are taking a stronger stand to protect consumers.
I think what's happening now is I think there's recognition that the tech economy is the economy. It is no longer a sideline. It is no longer something not to be taken seriously.
British regulators in the past have blocked Facebook's parent company Meta from buying Giphy. The social media giant appealed the decision to the tribunal, but lost and was forced to sell the GIF sharing platform.